Welcome back to SoulCalibur 2. We're gonna do some arcade mode. Taking a little break from doing Weapon Master. Beat the main story. Now I just have to do a lot of the extra stuff. That I'm probably gonna do off screen until I get to those extra levels that you have to unlock. Did a little practicing with Raphael. We'll see if any of that translates here. I think Raphael's more fun in the old games. He's like a little too complicated for me in 6. No, I'm getting my ass kicked by Talon here. This isn't going to work well. I still have the difficulty set just to hard. Raphael is a little bit too complicated for me. But we'll see how this goes. I've always wanted to add him to my mains, because I do like him.
Versus Yun Sung. Youth and passion combine to create a hardened warrior.
That one Merope Monastery mission that I was struggling with yesterday, I had to cut out a whole bunch of attempts of that. I think I only left in like 2 or 3, but that actually took me, I think, like 7 or 8 tries before I was able to actually beat it. Ugh. You gotta hold them buttons with Raph. Get him to do them goofy stances. Preparation. You got preparation 1 through 4. You got preparation H. He's one of the only characters that I can actually juggle a little bit. Like so. Gotta ring me out, boy. He has another horizontal out of that one where he goes really fast, but I cannot do it. Every once in a while I can get it off when I just button mash. Oh shit, there's more. He got me on the first one. Alright, I'm not doing too bad. At the very least, I want to take a look at some arcade endings. And not just the endings, but the interaction with their, what is it, the Destined battle? Some of those are pretty good. I don't know who it would be for Raphael. Maybe Nightmare, since he's after Soul Edge. But I mean, really, who isn't? Who in the story isn't after Soul Edge? Ooh.
Battle 2, fight!
That one I don't quite understand. You got this one, and then you got this one. Sometimes he does a dodge. I don't know if it's like horizontal and vertical. The only way I was going to be able to do that was with a ring out. I did some rebinding with him too. I bound... I guess it works for everybody. I bound B and G, the other grab type. A and G is easy to press, but B and G, you kind of have to reach your finger across. So I just bound it to the right shoulder button. Makes it much easier. You know, when the computer doesn't just throw you off every fucking time. Damn it, no, no, no! Oh! I only practiced with him for maybe like an hour or so this morning. Oh my god.
Final battle. Fight.
All you gotta do is watch the timer to catch me cutting out losses. You do that other one. It's B and A, or A and then B. Then you just kind of, you know, move around. Just press some buttons, my dude.
Versus Yoshimitsu. His purpose is shrouded in mystery. Battle 1. Fight.
I mean, he keeps missing with the second hit of that attack.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, I got one of those too, son. He's gonna go JO.
Final battle. Fight.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, you can move to the side out of that one. That's better than just trying to get the horizontal, the next horizontal out of it, or vertical, I mean.
Versus Maxi. His soul burns fire.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Vengeance.
To put it in terms for the normal people in the audience, look at that big pirate ship back there. Isn't that cool looking? I wonder who's in that pirate ship. Maybe Cervantes is in there drinking a beer. Having some rum. His pirate rum. I'm still at the point with Raphael where he's just kind of like doing things. I got down like you gotta hold the buttons, and then he does like the other stances out of that, but I'm still just kind of like pressing random buttons and directions out of that. You gotta hold, like, it has the different levels. It's like you do it once, that's a level 1. You do it twice, you get, that was a level 3. Twice, you get the level 2. And then you do the level 3, or you can run at them, and then that's, I think that's level 4. Dashing at them. There we go, I got that one in. Those are really satisfying when you get those. I think Raphael has had the same voice actor throughout the series.
His motivation is the thirst for power.
I was gonna say he wasn't yet completely obsessed with Amy, but I think he was. We just didn't see that side of him yet.
Fight.
Amy! Just spamming his forward B was the only thing I could ever do back in the day. None of my friends even, like hardly any of my friends knew how to sidestep, so I could usually just like back them all the way up to the end of the stage. Mitsurugi's face looked amazing there, with his hair like flying all over the place. Oh my god, I think Mitsurugi is just good in this one. He frequently puts a hurting on me. I looked at some tier lists. Always highly subjective. Didn't know Xianghua was like top tier in this one. I mean, I certainly like her. I think it's easier to ask, like, who isn't good in this game?
Final battle. Fight.
Damn it. Oh god. There we go. Did he beat me once? Did I have to retry that? I'm getting in the zone again. I lost track.
それは貴 様の手には過ぎるもの。そうだな。お前の狂気を見せてみろ。
Battle 1. Fight.
魂よ。思い知れ。
I don't know. I'm not gonna do too well against Inferno with Raphael.
2. Fight. Battle 1. Fight.
思い知れ。思い知れ。
Battle 2. Fight. You win.
最後に笑うのはこの私だ。
Final battle. Fight.
思い知れ。
I want to kick him off. I know that one can kick them off. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I only had to retry him once.
失敗した。だが俺は違う。
I'm doing a little better than I thought I would. But that's about to come to an end. So this is the Soul Edge.
Versus Inferno. The seal was broken, and a new era of
Inferno doesn't scream quite as good as he did in SoulCalibur 1. He was a screamer.
final battle. Fight.
Wish that did a little bit more damage. Ow! Oh my god. It's gonna happen. Just buckle up. Keep retrying. You're gonna lose. It's just the way fucking Inferno is. Oh, god damn it. Almost had him.
Final battle. Fight.
Yeah, just get it over with.
Final battle. Fight. 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 Unite. Final battle. Fight. Fight. Fight.
なるほど。こいつは危険だな。
Raphael now knew the true nature of the sword said to drive men insane. The man vowed not to be possessed by the blade and grabbed the hilt. With the sword in hand, Raphael returned to the one he treasured most. No one knows what was spared and what was destroyed during that time. But who could it be? Amy, perhaps? Not perhaps, it's Amy. Now let's check out that profile. Okay, I wanted to test my skills with Raphael since I was just practicing with him a lot.
SoulCalibur 2.
But if I'm gonna do arcade mode, I'm gonna just knock it back down to normal. Museum. Character profiles. I much prefer his second costume. They're both pretty good though. Schweitzer looks pretty good. Raphael Sorel, age 32, birthplace French Empire, Rouen, 5'10", 159, November 27th, blood type A, weapon English sword, rapier. Raphael, English sword, rapier. Lambert, La Rapière de Sorel. Foster daughter, Amy, relatives, cut all ties. Raphael, the young master of the Sorel family, grew up with the rapier and medicine as his playmates. His cool, unemotional demeanor created many enemies, but his quick and precise decision-making and execution skills solidified the foundation of his family amongst the nobles. Unfortunately, Raphael was cast out one day when he made a critical mistake. What is the critical mistake? Did they ever tell us, like, what he did? They just had, like, a huge fucking argument, and he was, like, on the run after that. Raphael hid himself in an impoverished town to escape from his pursuers. There, he met a little girl named Amy, who hid the weakened Raphael from his enemies. For the little girl, helping Raphael was only a simple deed motivated out of spite for the soldiers. For Raphael, however, it marked the first time he owed his life to someone else. He felt emotions that he had never experienced before, and Amy became an irreplaceable presence in Raphael's life. Convinced that the chaos of war was no place to live a meaningful life, Raphael took Amy and left the poverty-stricken town. But even with the new surroundings, he could not get Amy to open her heart to the world. One day, in the library of the mansion he acquired under dark pretenses, Raphael found a letter with references to the evil seed. It wasn't long before he made the connection between the evil seed and Soul Edge. What if such a sword were thrust into the hands of the pathetic nobles? It would all be worth it if the petty, warmongering nobles could be eliminated to secure a meaningful future for Amy. But in order to accomplish his goal, Raphael needed Soul Edge. He was determined to obtain the sword by any means necessary. A grand, insane plan was brewing in his mind, all for the sake of a young girl. Amy no tamini. South France Mansion Library. The master of this domicile is no longer alive. The rich lord that lived here was poisoned, and the man who lived here since left this place recently. Other than the wing where the servants and the child that the man brought reside, this mansion is in desolate silence. It is said that the man did not come out of this library until the day he left on his journey. Surprisingly, there are no traces on the bookshelves or anywhere else in the room that give a clue to what the man was doing in this place. The silent mansion awaits the return of its master, or the visitor. So, Raphael poisoned somebody and, like, just took this mansion. I like how everybody in this game they've gotten their hands dirty in one way or another. I don't think there's anybody that's completely pure. Sophidia, I guess. That's a pretty good look on his face. Huck Kitty, that's like out with it. Spit it out. Oh, I think in English that means I love this dude's voice actor. I don't know his name, but Raphael's voice actor has always been one of my favorites. I'm still amazed at how good their faces look. This level is beautiful too. There's just really something, I don't know if it's just my age, but I feel like there's really something about like the way graphics looked from this time period. Yeah, you can see things are a little bit low res here and there, but I don't know, it just has a certain look to it that is more pleasing to the eye than modern graphics in a lot of cases. Alright, that's it for our quick run through arcade mode with Raphael. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with more SoulCalibur.